Welcome to the channel. I am Elias with EMC Outdoors, and today I want to show you how to find the elusive morel. Today we're in a forest that is pretty mature. I believe it's been around for over 100 years. The trees are pretty mature. It's a nature reserve, so it hasn't been logged. And so the first thing you want to do when you're looking for morels is find the trees that they like. It hasn't been logged. Key identifying features of a tulip poplar is that it's one of the very first trees to put out leaves in the spring, and it is called a tulip poplar because it has a flower that kind of resembles a tulip. So if you see these in the ground, they're orange with the little green tips and lots of petals, you will know that you're near tulip poplar trees. You can look up in the branches and you will see a ton of these at the top. Sometimes you'll even see these guys on the ground. These are the flowers from last year. So if you see these in the fall and winter, you can be certain that you are near tulip poplar trees. So do some scouting, go outside and look for stuff like this in the winter and flowers like this right now, and the leaves look like this. You can see they have about 6 points here, sort of like a heart shape, kind of, and the flower grows in the middle like this. These were I just found here in the ground, on the ground here. So if you just look down on the ground, you can certainly see these signs, and you will know that you are in a tulip poplar grove. Now there can be other trees mixed in, but the morels have a symbiotic relationship with tulip poplars, and you will be able to find morels under there. Now today is May 15th, so it's a little late in the season for the area that I am in, and I am hoping to still find some morels, and once I find some, I'll bring you so I can show you where they grow. Few and far in between today because we're late in the season, but I found one finally. I've been walking for about 10 minutes and I found the first one. I'm gonna bring you guys down, show you guys the frame, and see if you guys can spot it. Here you go. That's our first morel of the day. It's a tiny one, so it's kind of It's a little hard to see that one because it's so small, but they are here. If we came here, I was here 3 weeks ago and I found over 100 of them in this same spot. But since we are a little late in the season, today the temperature is supposed to get up to 85, so that's a little too warm for morels already. You will need a knife to cut these. You don't want to rip them out of the ground because you want to be nice to them. You want to leave the mycelium intact, so when you come next year it will be around the same area. So here's how you do it. Grab it at the base and cut the base, and there you have it, your very first morel. Tiny, but really sought after. Importance about trees, I want to stress that a lot. I want to show you, that mushroom was growing about 4 feet away from this tree right here, and it was growing near its roots. You can see one of the roots comes down this way, and the mushroom was, the roots comes down this way, and you can see it was growing here. So make sure that you follow the roots, the drip line from the branches, and you can find morels around the roots of the tulip poplar tree. You can also find them under elm trees. In the area that I live in, there is no more elm trees. They were taken out by a disease a few years ago, and I've only had luck with tulip poplars. And if there is any elm trees out there or ash trees, I haven't been able to find them under those trees because there's not really that many trees, elms and ash trees, around where I live, unfortunately. But anyways, let me see if I can find some more, and then I'll bring you guys back. One important thing to note is that morel mushrooms grow in the same area every year. So if you find one this year, it's almost guaranteed that you can come back next year and find it in the same spot. So once you've located a spot, that's your spot, and make sure you keep it a secret and don't tell too many friends about it, because they only grow in that spot, and the more people hunting the same spot, the less you're gonna see. Also, try to protect the area where you are foraging. If you are hiking in that area, be careful not to disturb any of the other plants around. And if you see some invasive species like garlic mustard, make sure you rip that out. Make sure you help the environment. Give back to the land since it's providing for you. Thank you so much for watching this video today. If it was helpful, please give it a thumbs up. And if you would like me to make other videos about identifying other mushrooms, leave it in the comments below. And please make sure that you are subscribed and that you like this video. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time.